New Year, same shit, I guess. Any minute.
There we go. Fudge Gang! I'm still a hard man! Let's go! It is I, your host, Imperator of Forge, otherwise known as Forge Warhammer. And today I am going to be giving a formal didactic response to alleged claims by Dark Ninja, Alistair Mycroft, Nectargeist from Onion Farms, and their master and their leader, Ethan Ralph. And
wait a minute, I thought our master was Godwinson. And the Deep State. When did it become Ralph now? Oh, I get it. You got raped by Ralph last month, and now you think Ralph's in control of everything. It's no longer Godwinson. Ain't that right, Johnny Fudge?
yes, that is guilt by association. But I wasn't the one to start it.
You did, though. You literally did a stream where you raided Ralph's chat on Rumble and demanded that, people like me and Swan Kelly and Dark Ninja stopped hurting your feelings. And then I went into your chat and I called you a child molester. And then you threw a tantrum. And then Ralph threw a bigger tantrum. And then you spent the next hour creating sock accounts on Rumble, trolling Ralph. And then you finally decided to call him on fucking Telegram like a jilted ex. And then Ralph called you a nigger. And then you went away screaming and crying for mommy. So, yeah, it was your fault there, Johnny Fudge.
All right, so these are my arguments and critiques to break down their claims and allegations.
Here we go.
Anyways,
okay.
I am Imperator of Forge, otherwise known as Forge Warhammer.
Nice to meet you.
And this is my response to Dark Ninja and to Alistair Mycroft.
Okay.
All right. So, this is how you deal with these kind of issues. This is how
Okay, you better have your notebooks and your pens or pencils there, because we're going to take notes. Okay? Professor Johnny Fudge is going to teach us how to defeat big bully jerks on the internet. I hope you're all excited. I know I am.
This is how you crush your enemies. This is how you beat them. All right. So, I have 6 arguments, 6 very brief breakdowns that'll...
Okay, he's got 6 very brief, very simple arguments that are going to epically destroy me, Dark Ninja, Nectargeist, Ralph, Swan Kelly, and whoever else he hates this day. So, I hope you got your notebooks and your pencils, because you're going to want to take notes here. We're going to finally learn, once and for all, how Warhammer is going to defeat us big bully jerks.
Tear right through everything, their claims, everything. And it's very nicely done, too. Number 1, inability to summarize their proposition in a logical manner, and the only vicissitude, or
Well, I think I can summarize this entire video in a way that is appealing to Warhammer, and appealing to everyone in general there. Basically, Warhammer is once again throwing a giant fucking tantrum that people like myself and Dark Ninja and Nectargeist and a bunch of other people are pointing and laughing at his shit on the internet. And Warhammer has decided to once again start incoherently ramble about shit and trying to epically own us. But as always, Warhammer fails miserably. So that's my summary.
Necessitates. inability to summarize their logical proposition in a deducive.
Well, I mean, I'm able to summarize my logical proposition here. My proposition is Forge Warhammer is a giant basket case and a turbo faggot, and there is plenty evidence on my channel and on Swan Kelly's streams and on Onion Farms that point to the fact that Forge Warhammer is a basket case and a turbo faggot. So there's that.
Way. Dark Ninja and Alistair Mycroft are incapable of actually even really fully summarizing in a conducive way, in a non-obstructive way, to actually break down why it is they have issues with Forge Warhammer.
Well, you did try to get us thrown out of our churches. You did threaten to spread Dark Ninja's docs all over the place, even though everyone and their grandmother already knows Dark Ninja's docs. You tried to get Ralph to go after myself and Dark Ninja, and then when that failed, you decided to go after Ralph until he called you a nigger on Telegram, and then you ran away. You threatened to rape Nectar Geist's dog on Onion Farms. We can't forget about that. You threatened to rape his dog. You threatened to rape kids in a pickup truck that were bullying you. You think pedo hunting, the stuff Alex Rosen does, you don't like it at all. You don't think it's based there. I'm sure there's other things. Shauna Ray. We can't forget about Shauna Ray. We can't forget about Alina Haba there. You know, you lusting after that 17-year-old there. We can't forget about that. Can't forget about that now, can we, Johnny Fudge?
Dark Ninja and Alistair Mycroft, as the Gut minions and members of the Gut army, are unable to properly even really summarize a retort. They can't even fully summarize their own claims. Number two, unable to articulate a conducive method. And it just goes down to begging the question. What is begging the question?
Yeah, what is
What
it?
exactly is begging the question fallacy?
What is it, Professor?
These woolen socks are better than cotton socks, or these wool-made socks are better than cotton socks because they're made of wool.
Okay.
That's begging the question fallacy.
Okay.
The person is trying to make an argument. They're trying to articulate an argument and say that they're right when they say that wool socks are better than cotton socks, but they're...
Well, if we are using the woolen socks to cotton socks analogy when it compares to you, I'm inclined to believe I have made the evidence over the past 2 months that yes, woolen socks are indeed superior to cotton socks, similar to how I've proven the point time and time again that you are a mentally unstable turbo faggot. I have countless videos on my channel spanning the past 3, maybe going on 4 months now, exposing you for how much of a mentally unstable turbo faggot you are. I think I've proven my argument there. I think I've proven my argument there.
Not giving an explanation. That's the same thing with Alistair Mycroft and Dark Ninja and Ethan Ralph. And Nectar Geist. They are unable to articulate a conducive method. They're unable to articulate their arguments, is what I'm saying. And
I think I've done a pretty good job pushing the argument that you are a mentally unstable turbo faggot. I think myself, Dark Ninja, and Swan Kelly, and even Nectar guys have done one hell of a job proving to the internet that you are a mentally unstable turbo faggot.
just falls down to begging the question. Number 3, a lack of authority in ethics. Number 3 is a lack of authority in ethics. Where is the juxtaposition of the ethical questions and issues that Alistair Mycroft and Dark Ninja and Nectargeist raise. Where is the basis in ethics, and what authority do these people have in terms of their own ethics? Because I guarantee you, you put these three guys in the same room, and you talk to them, you get them talking about morality, I guarantee you they're not going to have the same set of ethics. They don't have a codified set of agreed upon ethics, and they're...
Well, we do have a set of ethics, and that is child molestation is wrong, and you're a child molester, so...
Therefore, they are no authority in terms of agreed ethics, much less any kind of authority at all, much less in terms of ethics, to make an argument in regards to anything in terms of being obstructive towards me. It is just pure nonsense.
I don't need ethics to call you a faggot on the internet.
Where's your authority in ethics?
My authority is fuck you.
All right, you got an issue? Summarize it, okay?
Okay, here's my summary. You're a mentally unstable turbo faggot that has no problem engaging in IRL ruination and molesting children. So therefore, I am within my right to bully you relentlessly.
You can spend all day posting picture after picture.
Okay.
Quotation after quotation. All right?
All right.
Can you summarize what you're posting?
Okay, sure. What I'm posting at least is more evidence of your insanity. That's what I'm posting. Whenever you post incoherent ramblings on fucking onion farms, or in my YouTube comment section, or wherever, I am proving my point that you are a mentally unstable turbo faggot.
Can you summarize it in a logical manner?
Yes, I am putting forth the argument that Forge Warhammer is a mentally unstable turbo faggot. And I have concrete evidence that Forge Warhammer is a giant, mentally unstable turbo faggot. And guess what? People agree with me.
Can you articulate an actual argument? And where is your authority? Where do
Again, my authority is fuck you.
you get your authority of
I get my authority from myself. That's where I get my authority from.
ethics? If Dark Ninja and Alistair Mycroft can't even agree on a higher position of ethics, on a higher unseen...
We don't need to agree on a higher position of ethics to point and laugh at your stupidity on the internet, John.
ontological source from which all universal ethics can come to be.
Okay, I'm going to quote Richard Spencer real quick. John, you're not as smart as you think you are, okay? You're not as smart as you think you are. There, you should probably cut this out. You're making yourself look more stupid than you already are. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm absolutely enjoying this right now, but again, you're not as smart as you think you are there, buddy.
Then they have no common ethics. Therefore, their judgments of morality can be dismissed. They're laughable. You don't have no universal basis of ethics. You have no ontological basis of ethics. Why should anybody care what you have to say? All right, so number 4 is no consistent rectitude by means of chronology or thought. This is where is the consistency? So,
I've been pretty consistent on proving to the sector and to the internet that you're a giant nutcase there, John. I think I've done a pretty good job proving to the sector that you're a giant basket case.
Dark Ninja, Alistair Mycroft, and you guys, let me just ask you a question.
Sure.
You have these pictures, or you have these alleged pictures from these alleged people, and you have this as the basis of your claim. Okay, what was the time and the date that those were posted?
Well, I would be more than happy to tell you the exact time and the date, except, you're not showing us the fucking pictures right now? This video literally started with you leaning your phone up against a fucking potted plant. Pretty hard to get the chronological dates in order when you're not even going to show us the picture. Unless, of course, you want me to tell you the exact time that you put your phone down at the potted plant. I'm going to say the 15-second mark right before you scream, Forge! Maybe a bit earlier, maybe a bit sooner, I don't fucking know. But all I'm seeing right now is a fucking potted plant that you leaned your phone up against. And I'm not seeing these photos in question, so...
Can you tell me where and who it was that posted such and such? Do you have a date? Do you have the time? Do you know the name of the user account or whatever, or the name of the person who makes the claim? Because...
Again, this would be very, very helpful if you were to post the pictures in question right now there, Johnny Fudge.
You don't. You don't have nothing. You can't...
You're the one to talk.
Not even take your own arguments, your own negative criticisms, and put them into chronological order. Put them...
Okay, does Warhammer expect me to fucking drop everything and create a giant Geno Samuel-like documentary on his goofy ass? Does it really expect me to do a giant mega series where I detail every single part of Warhammer's life from the moment he got shot out of his mom's vagina up until today? Does he really fucking expect me to do that shit? Because if so, you can fucking forget it, John. I wouldn't even do this shit on Aiden Paladin, for fuck's sake. Okay, I wouldn't do this shit on Aiden Paladin, and the consensus around the sector is I'm the keeper of the Aiden Paladin lore. And even I wouldn't be able to fucking do that on her. So what makes you think I'm gonna do it on you, Johnny Fudge? Get your head out of your ass.
Into consistent order, and consistently, in a concise manner, make a counter statement to me or counter what I have said. It is all driven based upon opinion. It is purely driven upon opinion.
It's not based on opinion, it's based on facts. I have proven to the internet for the past couple of months that you are a mentally unstable turbo faggot. I have countless videos proving this fact. There are literal posts made by you on onion farms that prove that you are a mentally unstable turbo faggot. There are streams on Swan Kelly's channel and counting that prove that you're a mentally unstable turbo faggot. When it comes to evidence that you're a giant turbo faggot, you do a hell of a job posting the evidence yourself there, John. All I have to do to prove to the internet that you're a giant turbo faggot is exactly what I'm doing right now, which is going over your incoherent ramblings like this, and among a myriad of other things, which we'll get into eventually, believe me. Believe me, this isn't the only incoherent, rambling, autistic shit that Johnny Fudge has uploaded in the past 24 hours. Oh, no. There's fucking more. And we'll get into it eventually. Don't you worry. We'll get into it eventually. I'm not going to leave you all high and dry. Oh, no. Oh, no. 2026 is going to be a good year for Johnny Fudge content.
So, no consistency, a lack of factual consistency, and a lack of a basis of jurisprudence in that regard. You could actually say that number 4 is really just number 2, an inability to articulate and just go.
Okay, so if that's the case, then there would be, what, 5 of these things now?
Going into this circular argument. All right, number 5 is guilt by association. This guilt by association, he must be friends with King of Pole, as an example. I don't really talk to King of Pole.
Well, I don't talk to Ethan Ralph, and neither does Dark Ninja, and especially fucking Nectargeist. And yet, you have no problem roping us all together into the fucking Guntosphere there, buddy.
And you have no evidence about anything. In fact...
Again, I could say the same thing about you. You're roping myself, Dark Ninja, and Nectargeist into the same fucking Ralphosphere, when neither of us have talked to Ralph. The only person in our little group that talks to Ralph is Swan Kelly, and frankly, I don't even know if the woman even still talks to Ralph. I don't even know when the last time Ralph talked to Swan Kelly, or vice versa, and frankly, I don't care.
Dark Ninja, that clip that you played of me talking about trying to contact King of Pole's job, allegedly, that could have been made by AI slop.
No, that was you, okay? AI is getting better, but it's gonna be a while before we get AI to be that fucking perfect. Before we get AI to accurately copy your voice and be able to do that shit. We got a ways to go there, Johnny Fudge. You can deny it all you want, but we got the proof there and you're just coping.
That could have just been produced by AI.
Bullshit.
On Swan Kelly's channel. That's a vindication against you trying to claim that I'm friends with King of Pole. You don't have any good arguments, okay? Guilt by association. Another one is the rules don't apply to me. So, this really just goes back to the lack of ethics jurisdiction. Okay, rules apply to thee, but not to me. That's not how anything works, okay? You are not a god. You are not a little god, and everything that you observe around you is not subservient to your whims. You're not the center of the cosmos. You're not the center of the universe, and you're not...
We never claim to be the center of anything.
Not special. And just because you place your ego on this high, greater than thou pedestal, where you cannot be criticized, and then you want to point fingers and try to criticize others, that's not how nothing works, okay? That's the very opposite of actually making a plausible argument that could actually properly critiqued and properly put into question to see how plausible it actually might be. It is an illogical way to make an argument. So anyways, my conclusion is that Dark Ninja and Alistair Mycroft are unable, and this goes to Nectargeist too, they are unable to summarize a logical proposition for what they're trying to say.
I think I've made quite the logical proposition that you're a giant turbo faggot over the past couple of months, and based on how my videos on you are fairly popular on this channel, I'm inclined to believe that the internet agrees with me on my hypothesis that you're a giant turbo faggot.
In regards to their claims, they can't even summarize it. They are unable to articulate this summary in a conducive...
Oh, I'm able to articulate the fact that you're a giant mentally unstable turbo faggot just fine there, champ. I'm able to do that in spades.
...way, begging the question, as an example, they have no ethical authority in terms of jurisprudence. There's no consistency. Where are the dates? You have these quotes from people on Discord. Okay, where are the dates? Where was this? When did this happen? Where are the dates? Where is the complete summary of what is going on?
Can you post the exact date and time that Ethan Ralph called me a turbo faggot and a nigger? You got the evidence? Where's the fucking timestamp? Right, exactly what second did Ethan Ralph call me a nigger on the internet? Can you fucking prove it? Can you prove it, Dark Ninja?
Because as far as I can tell, it was taken out of context. No consistency.
No consistency. You're posting screenshots that say I'm a nigger. But where? Where is the timestamp that I'm a nigger? Can you fucking prove it, Nectar, guys?
Built by association, and the rules apply to thee, but not to me. A circular argument, basically. Anyways, that's how you crush these people. That is my breakdown
Well, I feel pretty fucking defeated after this. I think this might be my last video. Who knows?
of why I don't take nothing that these guys have to say seriously. The Great says, Warhammer, I will provide you the secret trick to defeat them all. Do not pay attention to them. Do not react to them. Stop interacting with them in any way.
How much you want to bet Warhammer is going to do the complete and total opposite of this?
I'm going to, but I needed to break down why it is.
Spoiler alert, he's still going. And he's still going to keep going there. So, like I said, it's looking like 2026 is going to be a good year for Johnny Fudge content for me.
Don't argue with stupid people, okay? This is why you don't argue with stupid people on the internet.
And yet you made this video and countless others like this since.
And this is what it's all about, is desperate, neurotic, stupid people. One of them works at a potato chip factory or something.
What?
So I've heard. This is why you don't argue with stupid people. Anyways, I'm done.
Isaac, when did you get the job at the potato chip factory, huh? When did your fucking beaner ass started working for Fritos? When did you start working at the potato chip factory there, buddy? Do they have good benefits?
That was my summary of how, no consistency, no plausibility. It's just, I can just end by saying that this is plausible deniability. You guys can't even agree on universal ethics or upon common ethics.
Well, at least we can all agree that you're a faggot and a bitch.
Why should I even bother to pay attention to some abstract ethical notion that you push towards me?
Why should I give a flying fuck about what you people have to say to me? Why should I give a flying fuck about what you unethical bastards have to say about me? And to prove it to you, I am going to spend 14 minutes of my life breaking down exactly why I don't need to listen to you unethical turbo faggots.
You can't even agree on common ethics. Why should I care about the absurdities, the unnormative absurdities that you normies try to push on me, trying to project me with your abstractions on some basis of fallible humanity? That's all. On fallible humanity.
Okay. So that was, something. There, that was something. Again, this is the first of many incoherent tantrums that Warhammer has released in just the past 24 hours. I will get to the rest of them eventually, but I think just for today, this should be enough there. The rest of them are pretty short there. They're pretty simple and to the point-ish. But anyway, this is a perfect time. It's a perfect video to kick off the new season of pointing and laughing at Warhammer's antics on the internet. Like I said, it's really looking like 2026 is going to be a good year for Warhammer content. So if you very much enjoy me pointing and laughing at Warhammer stupidity, You're going to be very fucking spoiled this year. But until then, catch you guys in the next one.